get the ball, Tad. Come on, Tad. That's a boy. No, Tad, come back.
And then I see her across the bar, coming at me with this look, you know? And everybody kind of steps aside for her, like the Red Sea or whatever. Just clears a path for her. And I'm like, what's with this nut job?
But you don't even know this woman.
Never seen her before. I was just sitting there with Rima. Do you remember Rima?
No.
She's a friend of mine. I was sitting there with Rima, and suddenly this lady's in my face, and she's all sweaty and yelling and really pissed.
Why?
I don't even know at this point. It has something to do with her boyfriend, who's apparently at the end of the bar.
Were you flirting?
No, I don't even know who she's talking about. So she's all up in my face, and her breath is like...
Boozy?
Yeah, boozy, but even worse. Like, you know, there's something rancid stuck to the roof of her mouth?
Ew.
Rotten peanut butter or something.
Good Lord, Izzy.
And she's harassing me and blowing her stank breath in my face and cussing. My God, you wouldn't believe the words that came out of this lady's mouth.
And you don't even know who she's talking about.
She's talking about her boyfriend.
No, I know.
Ollie.
Oh. I thought you didn't know who she was talking about.
No, at the time I didn't know who she was talking about because I didn't know he was there. But then I figured it out later. Oh, she must be Augie's girlfriend.
So you know him.
Yeah, I know him, but still, let me finish.
I'm sorry.
So she's all, you bitch, you, fuck you,
bitch.
Sorry. F you, you B, and all that. Just talking like a maniac.
Huh.
And people are looking at us, so I'm starting to feel self-conscious.
Of course.
And she's just going off, and I can't really do anything because the place is so crowded, you know? And she's a big lady, real hefty, more chins than, what does Mom say?
More chins than a Chinese phone book.
Exactly. So I can't even get around or escape or whatever. I'm starting to feel violated, you know?
Sure.
My personal space, my dignity, or what have you. So I just made a fist, holds off, and boom!
What does that mean?
Because I hit her.
No, you didn't.
Crazy, right?
You hit her?
Yeah, right in the face. Boom! She went down.
Oh my God, Izzy, you hit that woman?
I couldn't get around her, and she was screaming like a retard.
Izzy.
What would you have done?
Well, I certainly wouldn't have hit her, Jesus.
You know what they don't tell you? It really hurts. To punch someone, it freaking hurts.
Well, yeah.
They don't put that on TV. It's all, now that I want to show him. But for me, it was like, motherfucker, that killed. Look at my knuckles. What?
Nothing.
You don't approve.
I didn't say that.
This lady was at me.
I know, I didn't say anything.
Did you want to, though?
I just worry about you.
Don't worry about me. She was the one on the floor.
That's not what I meant. You were in a bar fight.
So?
A bar fight, Izzy.
She was up in my face.
I know, but it's so...
What?
Jerry Springer.
What's that supposed to mean? You think I'm trashy?
You punched a woman in the face.
She provoked me.
I thought you were getting it together.
Don't judge me.
You said you were going to take it easy.
David, why do you have to be like this?
You can't keep acting like this, Izzy. You're not a kid anymore.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a cutoff date.
Well, there should be. For acting like a jackass, there should be a cutoff date. Were you on anything?
Oh my God.
Were you?
No! Man, why did I say anything to you?
I don't know. Why did you?
Look, I went out, I got into a fight. I thought it was a funny story. I thought you'd be amused.
I'm not.
Clearly.
I thought you were going to go easy, that's all. That you were going to do less of this.
Hey, I'm still coping too, Becca. I know it's not the same, but it's still hard, okay?
Don't do that.
Do what?
Give me a break.
What? I'm not allowed to be upset anymore?
No, you're not allowed to use him
I'm not.
as an excuse.
What are you talking?
You're not allowed to use him to justify your own shit. Just don't do that, please.
It's not what I was doing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm hungry. Mind if I get something?
Since when do you ask?
You're making me feel sensitive. Where's Howie?
He's with Rick. They're playing squash.
Squash? What's this? Pudding?
It's gonna be creme brulee.
Howie's a lucky man. He won't see me making anyone creme brulee.
If you're hungry, Isabel, grab something. Don't just stand there with the door open.
Can I have one of these? There's an extra in here.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I won't eat it if you don't want me to.
No, go ahead, you're right. There's an
Sure.
extra. Yeah. Just let me finish it.
I can eat like this.
No, then it's just custard.
I like
I
custard.
didn't make custard, I made creme brulee. How's work?
Don't ask me that, please.
Why not? You got fired.
Never ends with me, does it?
Not often, no.
Don't tell Mom.
How can you get fired from Applebee's?
It's all politics. I really don't want to get into it. Thank you. I like how it crunches.
Of course you do.
Mmm.
Better than custard, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're right. Again, like always. I wasn't using you as an excuse. I was just saying that it's been hard to pull it together for all of us.
Izzy, please.
And I wasn't drinking when I hit the lady, stone sober.
Yeah, right.
I only had a soda that night.
She gonna press charges, you think?
Nah, Bucky would kill her. She moved out, went to her cousins or something.
What are you talking about?
She moved out of Auggie's place. They're not together anymore.
I'm sorry. Do you know these people?
Augie I do, the girlfriend I only heard about.
What did you do, Izzy?
What do you mean?
To that woman, what did you do to her?
I told you I hit her.
Before that,
That's the first time I met her.
people don't just scream in your face for no reason.
Sure they do. You should get out more.
Were you sleeping with him? This Augie guy, whatever his name is, you were sleeping with him, right?
Where are you going with this?
Well, Jesus, Iz, you tell this story like you're an innocent bystander. You say you don't know who this woman was.
I didn't!
You were having sex with her boyfriend.
That's so beside the point!
It is.
It was over between them for a long time. They were just living together because of the rent situation. She didn't care what he did.
Then why did she accost you in a crowded bar?
Because she's a lunatic! And Augie told her I was pregnant.
Why would you say? Oh my God, Izzy.
I know, right?
You are not. Oh my God.
He's a really good guy, Beck. You're gonna like him. He's a musician.
That's terrific.
No, not like you think. He gets work. He's a working musician.
Is that why you're here? To tell me you're pregnant?
Pretty much.
I knew something was up. You're not one to pop by on a Saturday afternoon.
I pop by.
How long have you known?
A few weeks.
And you're just telling me now?
Well, Jesus, Beck.
What, you didn't want to tell me?
No.
Why not?
What do you think? God, everything's so fucked up.
Does Mom know?
Yeah.
You told Mom before me?
I had to.
Oh my God, Izzy.
Stop saying that.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna keep it, if that's what you're asking. Augie wants to, too. We're excited about it. This is exactly the kind of thing that gives a person clarity.
Izzy,
Look,
it's not...
I'm sure this is really hard for you for a bunch of reasons, but can I just say I don't need any advice right now, or any lectures, or whatever it is that's composing inside your head at the moment. I just need you to pretend to be happy for me. Even if you don't feel that right now, I'd like you to pretend you do, all right?
Well, of course I'm happy for you. I was taken aback, but if you think a baby is going to fulfill you or give you clarity or whatever, then obviously it's a wonderful thing. I am happy for you. I don't need to pretend. Jesus, Izzy, give me some credit.
Thank you.
Well, I should probably hold off on this then.
What do you mean?
I'm washing all these clothes to give to Goodwill. I might as well save them for you in case you're having a boy. You know, sense am I giving these away?
I don't know, Beck. They're in baby clothes for so long. It'd be a few years before he could even fit into any of this stuff.
It comes up very quickly. You wouldn't even believe it.
Plus, we don't have a lot of room to even...
That's okay. I'll just keep them here, in the basement. You're going to be happy I saved them.
But what if it's a girl?
Then I'll just bring it down to Goodwill. What's the big deal, Izzy? You're going to thank me. A couple of years worth of free clothes here. Think of the money you're going to save.
It's not about the money.
Well, it should be. You need to start thinking about this kind of stuff, especially if the dad's a musician. It costs a lot to raise a child.
It'd be weird. That's all. If it's a boy, see him running around in Danny's clothes, I would feel weird. I think he would too. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Of course it'd be weird. I don't know what I was thinking.
It was a nice offer.
You'll get tons of clothes anyway. For Christmas and birthdays, you won't even have to worry about this kind of stuff.
No, I know, but
It would be one thing if they were hand-me-downs, but...
Exactly.
It's probably a girl anyway.
You think?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a girl vibe. I'm a little psychic about this stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Remember I said Debbie was having a girl?
You're right.
And Karen?
Karen, too, I remember.
I think there's a girl in here.
I hope there is. I mean, that's what I want, but either way, as long as it's healthy, obviously. But if I had to pick, I hope it's a girl.
Me too. So, what did Mom say?
She was happy.
Really?
I know. I thought she'd lay into me, but
Huh.
thanks for the creme brulee.
Sure. I'm sorry, Beck.
If this is hard, I know the timing really sucks.
Hey, what can you do? I'm glad you told me, and I'm really happy for you. Ridiculous, right? 9 weeks pregnant in a bar drinking.
You said she wasn't drinking.
No, she said, but you know Izzy. Plus the place was probably clogged with cigarette smoke.
Not anymore. Clean Indoor Air Act.
She was in Yonkers. You think they enforced that in Yonkers?
I wouldn't worry about it. If the babies in France turn out okay, this one will be just fine.
You think this is funny, Howie?
No, I just think you need to relax about it. Izzy could be right.
About what?
The baby, getting her on track. To wake a person up. It us.
She was bragging about a bar fight.
It wasn't a bar fight.
They were in a bar fighting.
Izzy hit someone. She did not get into a fight. Blows were never exchanged.
What is your point? It's okay for a pregnant woman to be punching people?
So long as they don't punch her back, it's probably all right.
Why are you defending her?
I'm not. I just think it's silly to get worked up about it.
I'm not worked up, I'm just saying.
You're right. It's a mess. But what could we do? Maybe we'll be fine. Izzy's not a moron. All right, she acts like one sometimes. But a baby could be good for a person.
I know that.
All right. This was good. The creme brulee.
Thank you.
Izzy tried to eat one before it was finished.
You want more wine?
No, I've had 2 already.
Come on, half a glass. I want to empty this bottle.
Mom's thrilled, by the way.
Oh, she called?
Izzy must have told her that I knew.
And how was that?
What? 2 hours on the phone with Mom? What are you doing?
My eyes are sore. I'm staring at the computer all day.
So, you think this means she wants baby stuff? For her birthday, maternity clothes or something?
No, just wait till the baby showers. Get her whatever you were going to get her.
Good, because I was going to get her a bathroom set.
What?
A bathroom set. You know, a shower curtain, a bath mat, a little skirt for the sink.
This is for Izzy's birthday.
The last time I was over there, you should have seen her bathroom. It looked like a frat boy decorated. What?
It just sounds like a funny gift. Bath mat.
It's the whole set, Howie.
Oh, I know. So,
I thought it'd be nice.
it is nice, but maybe she'd rather perfume or something.
Izzy doesn't wear perfume.
No, I know, but...
I was just trying to be practical.
Okay.
It's a good gift. I'd like it if someone got it for me.
I'll make a note of it for Christmas.
You think it's dumb?
No, get her the sink skirt. Set thingy. Whatever.
Bathroom set?
Yeah, get her that if you think she'll like it.
I'm gonna.
Great, she'll love it.
You should have just said that to begin with.
Yeah, I know. Now,
So, how was squash?
it was good. I lost, but it was good.
And how's Rick?
Rick's fine.
And Debbie?
Debbie wasn't there.
I know, but did Rick mention her?
Not really. I guess she took the kids to her mother's for the weekend.
Rick didn't want to go?
He has work.
How are the kids?
Fine, I guess. He said Robbie is doing t-ball now and Emily's mastered the plie. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
You can call her, you know. You can call Debbie and ask her these questions yourself.
I don't want to call her. She should call me.
Okay.
Why can't she call me?
I don't know.
No?
She's uncomfortable, Beck.
Is that what Rick said?
Rick didn't say anything. But obviously, if she hasn't called you yet, it's because she doesn't know what to say.
How about, hey Becca, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while?
If you're pissed, you should call her and tell her.
No, Howie, it's her job to call me.
Okay.
I would have been there for her if, God forbid, anything had ever happened to Robbie or Em. I wouldn't have vanished the way she did.
People get weird. You know that. It's probably hard for her.
Hard for her.
I'm only saying. Look at my brother. Spent the entire funeral talking about the Mets. Obviously, he couldn't deal. He talked about anything but Danny. That's That's my brother.
Yeah, well, your brother is an asshole. Should drop her a note.
Maybe you should.
Dear Debbie, just so you know, accidents aren't contagious.
All right, let it go.
What go?
Whatever's making you tense, you should try to relax a little.
I am relaxed.
We'll see.
Oh, jeez, Howie.
Why? It's chill music and you need it. Now turn around.
For what?
Just face that way. Thank you. See? Your shoulders are all knotted up.
Yeah, well,
Forget about Debbie, Izzy, whoever else is bucking.
she has no idea, by the way. Izzy, no idea what she's getting into.
I know.
Do you remember how exhausted we were? Meetings at all hours, the sleep deprivation? Do you think Izzy's ready for all that, the utter torture of it all?
Enough about Izzy.
I'm sorry, but she's a sleeper. Izzy needs more sleep than other people. You talk about a wake-up call or whatever you were saying, well, she's gonna get one. Big time.
Maybe we should go somewhere. Cruise or something. We need to be pampered.
No. You've taken off enough time as it is.
It's another week. I'll talk to Alan. Handle most of my accounts from out of town anyway.
What are you doing?
Kissing your neck.
Why?
Trying to relax you.
Uh-huh.
Something wrong with that?
I see what this is, dimming the lights.
What, I can't massage my wife?
You don't have eye strain.
So?
Oh, I've been staring at the computer all day.
Well, I do stare at that thing all day.
You're trying to seduce me.
Am I?
Plying me with liquor.
Well, I work in college.
All right, okay.
Why?
That's enough.
Why?
You're being very naughty.
Naughty's good. Used to like naughty. Where are you going?
I still have stuff to bag up.
Are you kidding?
No, Howie, there are piles of clothes in there.
Well, if they've waited this long,
I wanted to get it done.
I'll get it done tomorrow. I'll pitch in.
Yeah, right.
I will.
Uh-huh.
Becca!
Look, I'm feeling kind of antsy tonight. You're right, the Izzy stuff got under my skin.
Right.
What, you're gonna pout now?
Oh, Jesus, Beck.
Jesus, what?
It's been almost 8 months.
But who's keeping track?
I am! I'm keeping track. I'm sorry. What, does that make me perverted or something? Wanting to have sex with my wife?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you give me these looks like I should feel guilty.
Funny, I've been getting the same looks from you.
When have I ever made you feel guilty?
I'm just not ready yet, Howie. I'm sorry if you think that's abnormal.
I don't.
Then what's the problem here?
We're never gonna be ready.
This is just about the sex.
No, it's
Howie.
not just about this.
Then what else is it?
It's also about... No, I don't know. Maybe it is just about the sex. I don't even know, honestly. But we're not gonna suddenly wake up one day and be back where we were.
I know.
So we have to head in that direction, at least, which will feel strange for a while, but...
But you want to have sex.
Don't say it like that.
Why not?
Because it sounds crass and selfish.
Well, considering everything else, the fact that Danny died, for example, don't you think maybe it is a little crass and selfish for you to be roping me into sex when I don't want to have it?
I wasn't roping you into anything.
No, Al Green isn't roping.
No.
Al Green.
I thought it was nice. That's all. I'm trying to make things nice.
Well, you can't. I'm sorry. Things aren't nice anymore.
I think you should see someone. I know you're not one for therapists, but I think you should. We can go together if that helps. Try the group again.
No.
There's a couple of new parents.
We've had this discussion.
Fine, a psychiatrist then. Someone to talk to. No? Yes? You have an opinion.
I think we should sell the house.
Come on, Becca, what?
I've been thinking about it a lot, and since we're on the topic,
How are we on the topic?
I think it would help if we moved.
I don't want to move.
He's everywhere, Howie. Everywhere I look, I still see Danny.
We love this house.
But I can't move without... I mean, Jesus. Look at this. Everywhere. Do you even know? Here, really funny for God's sakes. The puzzles, the smudgy fingerprints on the door jambs.
I like seeing his fingerprints.
Because you don't have to sit here all day and stare at it. You get to escape. You get to go to work.
If you want to go back to work, Becca,
I don't.
you can call up Sotheby's.
No, I can't. That's not who I am anymore. I left all that to be a mom.
Well,
Well, what? That didn't work out?
I didn't say that.
And what?
If that's the issue,
What's the issue?
maybe we should try again.
For God's sakes,
I'm
Ellie.
only saying.
Is that what this was about?
No, of course not. I just thought it might be something to talk about. At some point.
I can't have that talk. I'm sorry.
All right.
Look, maybe we can consider it at least. The house.
Yeah. We'll consider it.
Thank you.
Now can I?
Let me just get the dog. Taz, lay down.
Buddy?
Hold on. Taz, down.
Hey, Dad.
I got him. Quick, now, before he gets up. Come on, come on.
Hey,
Oh,
Chihuahua!
good job.
Did you see me, Daddy?
I did.
No, you didn't. I have magic. I am invisible.
Oh.
I have magic.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Do you want to be invisible?
Okay. Is that it? Am I invisible?
Yes, that's it. You're invisible.
Do you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? I'm invisible.
Yes, yes. But I still have magic.
Oh.
Did you forget that part?
Yeah, I forgot that part.
Happy birthday, dear Isabel. Happy birthday to you. Blow 'em out.
What did you wish for?
I can't say. Looks good, Becca.
Where'd you buy it?
I didn't. I made it.
Of course you did. What a stupid question. Of course you made it.
Izzy,
It's my cake.
let me cut it first. Watch your fingers.
You didn't wait for me.
You said not to.
I didn't mean it, though.
I tried to stop them, Howie.
I want cake.
Rude.
I didn't know how long you were going to be. Once you get on that computer.
Did you get it?
Yep, right here.
Oh, let me get my glasses.
Did you have to?
What? You wanted me to look it up.
Any excuse to escape for 10 minutes.
Well, do you blame him?
What is this?
Mom, cake.
It's a timeline, starting with the lobotomy, the plane crashes, the whole list. It's long.
Well, still, that doesn't make it a curse.
Nobody said it was a curse, Mother.
Everybody says. That's my point. Everybody says it's a curse.
Well, nobody in this room.
You know what it is really? Hype. Perpetuating the myth. The whole American royalty crap.
This is good cake.
But the Kennedys aren't cursed. They're just really unlucky. And kind of stupid, the whole lot of them.
Cut me a piece, would you, Beck?
Too much money. That's their curse. And too much time on their hands. If they had to go to work like normal people, most of those Kennedys would still be alive.
Thanks, Hallie. I'm so glad you went and got that timeline.
Maybe if they stayed at home and watched television once in a while, instead of zipping off surveil, none of that stuff would have happened to them.
You have the most interesting theories.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not. I was being serious.
This is good.
Normal people don't fly around in their own planes, for example. Do you know anyone with their own plane? Do you, Howie?
I know this one guy.
Yeah, well, you know some, but that's not the norm. The average person does not own an airplane.
You're right, he's not average.
He's a member of the jet set.
Exactly. That's what the word means. The jet set. Jet setters. Buzzing around in little pipers or whatever, crashing off the coast of Massachusetts. Normal people don't have 10 relatives die in separate plane wrecks.
It's not 10.
Well, just about if you count Teddy who survived his.
Well, I think it's sad.
Teddy surviving.
Oh, well, of course it's sad. All those good-looking people falling out of the sky like that. It's a freaking waste. But it isn't a curse. It's just rich people acting stupid.
I thought you liked JFK.
Well, I'm not talking about JFK. I'm not talking about the ones who were assassinated. Although, getting shot by a crazed gunman is kind of a rich guy problem too, isn't it?
Oh, not necessarily.
Oh, doesn't matter. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the unqualified pilot. I'm talking about playing football and skiing at the same time.
That was stupid.
Hey, look at me! I'm a Kennedy. I can catch a ball while flying down a mountain on sticks. Well, of course he died! Idiot. I know, that's a terrible thing to say, but this was a grown man acting like a moron. The arrogance of these people.
The Greeks would call that hubris. Arrogance in the... You know what? It might technically not be hubris.
Oh, well, if hubris means reckless, then that's right.
Oh, it doesn't mean reckless. It has more to do with the gods.
That's probably the right word, and they're very Catholic, those Kennedys.
I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up.
Fill me up, would you, Beck? Oh, this is nice, sitting around talking politics. I never do this. It's a nice change. Oh, juice! I'm drinking juice.
Right, I'm sorry.
That's the third time you've done that.
I know, I'm sorry.
Are you testing me, Becca?
No, I'm not testing you. It's just habit. I'm sorry.
Here it is. Hubris. An insolent pride or presumption.
That's them, all right. Insolent pride.
And number 2, in Greek tragedy, arrogance towards the gods leading to nemesis.
Jesus, it's like coming to school when we visit you too.
Is that right?
Izzy hated school.
No, I didn't. Don't listen to her, Howie. I like school. Just 'cause I was lousy at it didn't mean I hated it.
Sounds like you and Squash, Howie.
She means the game, not the vegetable.
I knew what she meant.
But you know who was cursed? Rose Kennedy. 104 years old, living through all that death, one after the other. She's the one I feel sorry for.
Anyone want more cake?
No, none for me.
We should do gifts then.
Yay, gifts!
I don't know how I got on all that Kennedy stuff. What was I talking about before?
Aristotle Onassis.
Ah, right, that makes sense. What was I saying about him?
You were saying how he'd get really tipsy and never stop talking.
You bitch, I'm not tipsy. I'm sure I had a very interesting point to make.
This is from us.
Wow, thank you.
Happy birthday.
It's wrapped so nice, it's shame to rip it open.
Becca always makes such nice bows. And I don't have the patience for it. My fingers are too fat. Oh, look at that!
It's more of a practical gift, but I figured you could use it.
It's a bathroom set.
I see. It's nice.
So pretty. Look at the color.
The gift receipt's inside if you want a different style.
Why would you want a different style? It's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful?
Is this your way of telling me you don't like my Three Stooges shower curtain?
Of course not.
Okay.
This is for when you want to change, then you'll have it.
That Three Stooges thing is kind of goofy, honey.
The word's kitschy, Mother.
Look up kitschy. Would you have me see if it says crap?
I didn't know what to get you.
This is great, Beck. Seriously.
I like your shower curtain.
I know. I was kidding.
And since you're moving in with Augie,
You're right. This bathroom does need a little proofing up. Thank you. Thanks, Howie.
Oh, don't thank me. Becca picked it out. What?
Okay, now me.
Ooh, an envelope. Sounds like cash.
You wish you think I'm gonna trust you with cash? It's a gift certificate.
To a pea in a pod.
They make very nice maternity clothes, nothing schluffy.
Thank you, Mom. Mommy. Oh.
I thought we weren't doing baby stuff.
Who said that?
For the birthday, I thought we'd wait until the shower.
Well, I'll get us something else for the shower. What's the difference?
Nothing. I just would have gone for something different had I known we were doing baby stuff.
It's my fault. I told her to.
It's not baby stuff. It's mommy stuff. She's gonna need clothes.
I know, that's
This is
why-
great, Beck. I needed a bathroom set.
I know you did, but you needed baby stuff more.
So take it back. We can take it back.
Don't tell her that.
He's right, I should.
Becca, please.
I'll get you a basket of micellar lotions instead. They prevent stretch marks.
Becca, let go. I like the bathroom set. You get the lotions another time.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a nice set. I like the color.
More juice, Izzy?
No, I'm good.
So, can anyone use those stretch mark lotions or just pregnant ladies?
Hey, how's Paz?
He's good. The vet says he needs to lose some weight though.
Really?
Yeah, he eats like a trooper.
Well, what are you feeding him?
Just regular dog food, whatever's on sale.
Oh, because I wrote down the name and what he usually eats on that printout that I gave you. Still have that printout?
Yes.
We were feeding him Science Diet. They have a special low-fat mix.
Stuff is so expensive though. He likes what I've been giving him.
Except that it makes him fat.
Howie.
He's not fat. He's just a little chubbier.
I think the weight suits him.
Well, maybe he eats too much because he feels punished. I know that's what I do. I think he misses me.
Remember Pickles? Now she was fat. That was our dog growing up. She was just enormous.
I don't even know what.
What breed was Pickles?
She was a mutt.
No, I know, but she was mostly collie, a little German Shepherd mixed in. Remember how fat she was?
Probably because of what you fed her.
Well, yeah, probably.
Now I remember what it was. What I was going to say about Aristotle Onassis.
Mom, you have to.
It was about his son, the one who died in a plane crash.
I'm gonna wrap up this cake for you.
I know, another rich kid in a plane crash. But this was my point. See, you should have stopped me from going on that Kennedy tangent because my point was about Onassis and how when his son died, he was so distraught by the senselessness of it all that he put up this big reward to anyone who could prove that someone had sabotaged his plane. Have you read this, Howie?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he just couldn't accept that what had happened was an accident. So he offered all this money to anyone who could give him a reasonable explanation. He needed someone to blame.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
He needed a reason for losing his son. But it didn't come, of course, and it killed him. The grief did. It only lasted a couple years after that because he never came to terms with it. There was nothing to give him comfort, and so he died. You see? He would rather his son had been killed by some sort of secret assassination than by bad luck. It's like the Kennedy curse, isn't it? People want things to make sense.
We don't think Danny died because of a cursed mother.
Of course not.
Or because someone was trying to sabotage us or was out to get us. We know there is no sensible explanation.
I know you do.
Then why are you telling this story?
I'm just talking. I can't talk.
You never just talk. It always sounds like you're just talking, but it's always so much more, isn't it?
I don't even know what that means.
Hey, here's an idea. Let's change the subject.
Nicely, no wine.
What did you want me to do? She brought it herself.
What did I say?
Mom, you promised.
Promise what? It's not my fault. She missed my point.
What point? That Aristotle Onassis died of grief because he couldn't find someone to blame.
I'm not talking about blame. I'm talking about comfort.
Oh, comfort. Well then.
You guys couldn't wait until tomorrow. You had to have this discussion on my birthday.
Where are you getting it?
Comfort?
Yes, if I may ask.
I'm not. Well, what?
Well, I think you should.
Okay. I'll get right on it then. See what I can dig up on eBay.
No, don't get flipped, Becca. I'm just trying to talk to you.
I'm gonna clean up now because I think we're just about done here.
Howie says he won't go to the support group.
Oh, Howie said.
She was asking how you were doing.
Why didn't you just say fine? You know she's gonna run with whatever you give her.
I always thought talk was healthy. Isn't that what all the books say, Howie?
So this is what exactly, an intervention?
If it is, then I'm really pissed.
It's not an intervention.
We're just having a discussion.
You guys supposed to be my party?
Izzy, please.
I remember when Arthur died, I found the support group very helpful.
Well, that's you. It isn't me, and Arthur isn't Danny.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it was helpful.
She doesn't like the people.
Howie,
What? You don't. I'm just explaining.
What's wrong with the people? They've lost children too. They understand what you're going through.
No, they don't. They understand what they're going through.
We must have things in common.
You would think so, Mother, but actually we don't. Other than the dead kid thing, of course.
Well, it can't hurt to give it another try, Becca.
Yes, it can. You haven't met that room full of God freaks.
You're not God freaks.
Most of them are, Howie. That's all they talk about. God's plan. At least he's in a better place now.
They're not all like that.
My favorite is God needed another angel. What is that? He's God. Why can't he just make another angel? People.
Maybe God gives them comfort.
Well, it pisses me off. Trying to find some ridiculous meaning in, oh, hey, look. I stepped in shit. It must be part of God's plan.
Oh, now you're just being silly.
I'm being silly.
Faith helps people cope. What's wrong with that? Well, I remember when your brother died.
Again with Arthur.
If I didn't have God.
See, that's exactly why I don't go. If I didn't have God.
They're not all like that. Kevin's not, Gabby is not like that.
It sounds like you're jealous of their comfort.
Yes, I am. Of course I am. How nice they all have something that makes me feel a little better, as if I don't feel bad enough I've got to go and have that rubbed in my face.
Nobody's rubbing. You're not being fair.
I don't know why you don't believe in God anyway.
See, now look where we're going.
I brought you to church every Sunday. You used to believe in God.
Well, I don't anymore.
Well, you should. What if you're wrong? What if there is a God?
Well then, I would say that he is a sadistic prick.
Oh, hey,
Worship me and I'll treat you like shit. No wonder why you like him so much. He sounds just like Dad.
You don't need to strike out at me, Becca. I know you're in a bad place right now, but I'm trying to help you.
Right.
I wish someone had sat me down when Arthur died. I wish someone had given me a little advice.
You know what I wish? I wish you would stop comparing Danny to Arthur. Danny was a 4-year-old boy who chased his dog into the street. Arthur was a 30-year-old heroin addict who hung himself. Frankly, I resent how you keep lumping them together.
He was still my son.
And I don't recall anyone giving you instructions on how best to grieve for him. I think it's time for me to go to bed now. Izzy, I hope you enjoy your bathroom set.
I'm gonna. I was never that mean to anyone. When Arthur died, I was just as upset as she was, and I never took it out on other people like that.
What about Mrs. Bailey?
Oh, no one's talking about Mrs. Bailey, is he, please?
You know what this is about.
Yeah, her and her mouth.
I knew the party was a bad idea.
Didn't I tell you not to get into anything with her?
We got a letter today from Jason Willett.
What? Why? What did he want?
She said it didn't bother her, but I'm sorry.
No. Hey, this was great. Really. Let's do it again next year.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Corbett, I wanted to send you my condolences on the death of your son, Danny. I know it's been 8 months since the accident, but I'm sure it's probably still hard for you to be reminded of that day. I think about what happened a lot, as I'm sure you do too. I've been having some troubles at home and at school, and a couple people here thought it might be a good idea to write to you. I hope this letter doesn't upset you. That's obviously not my intention. Even though I never knew Danny, I did read that article in the town paper and was happy to learn a little bit about him. He seems like a great kid. I'm sure you miss him a lot. I especially like the part where Mr. Corbett talked about Danny's robots. Because when I was his age, I was a big fan of robots too. In fact, I still am in some ways. I've enclosed a short story that's going to be printed in my high school lit magazine. I don't know if you like science fiction or not, but I've enclosed it anyway. I was hoping to dedicate it to Danny's memory. There aren't any robots in this one, but I think it would be the kind of story Danny would like if he were my age. Would it bother you if I dedicated the story? If so, please let me know. The printer deadline is March 31st, so if you let me know before then, I can have him take it off. I know this probably doesn't make things any better, but I wanted you to know how terrible I feel about Danny. I know that no matter how hard this has been on me, I can never fully understand the depth of your loss. Mom's only told me that about 100 times. I, of course, wanted to say how sorry I am that things happened the way they did, and that I wish I had driven down a different block that day. I'm sure you do, too. Anyway, that's it for now. If you'd like to let me know about the dedication, you can email me at the address above. If I don't hear back from you, I'll assume it's okay. Sincerely, Jason Willett. P.S. Would it be possible to meet you in person at some point?
What is this? Becca! Becca! Becca!
What?
What did you do here?
What's the matter?
What is this?
What's what?
The television! What is this?
It's the Discovery Channel. The tornado program, you said you wanted to watch it. I recorded it for you. Why?
For Christ's sake!
What's the matter?
It's Danny's tape! You recorded over Danny's tape!
No, I didn't. Pride and Prejudice was on that tape. We were watching it last night.
I switched them.
What?
I watched Danny's tape later after you went to bed.
Why didn't you take it out of the machine?
Why did you check to see what was in there?
I assumed it was a TV tape.
Jesus, Becca!
It was one of the baby
It
videos.
was the recent one. The long one. The park was on there. In Mexico.
How was I supposed to know you
At
snuck?
Christmas.
I thought it was the TV tape.
Well, it wasn't.
I know, Howie.
So it's gone. The whole thing.
I'm sorry.
It's the only copy. Becca!
I didn't do it on purpose.
Are you sure?
What's that supposed to mean? You think I recorded over Danny's tape on purpose?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I should have taken it out.
Why would I deliberately record over Danny's tape?
I don't know.
Why would I?
We don't know! You took the paintings off the fridge! Danny's paintings!
To save them, I put them in plastic
And shoved them in a box.
for safekeeping.
Okay.
I didn't throw out Danny's paintings.
I know you didn't.
You think I didn't want that tape?
Oh, of course you did. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose, but maybe...
What?
Maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously? Is that what they're telling you at group now, how I'm doing things subconsciously?
You're trying to get rid of him! I'm sorry, but that's how it feels to me sometimes. Every day it's something else. It's like you're trying to get rid of any evidence that he was ever here.
I didn't know that tape was in
I'm
there.
not talking about the tape. It's not just the tape.
The paintings are downstairs in a box. You can look at them whenever you want.
Clothes. His shoes.
We don't need all
You
that
wanted
stuff.
to-
Why would we keep it?
You're wanting to sell the house.
We talked about that already, Howard.
Taz. Sending Taz to your mother's.
There was a lot going on. We couldn't deal with the dog.
I was fine with the dog. I was the one walking him.
Well, he got underfoot.
And he's a reminder.
Yes. He was a reminder. So what? I wanted one less reminder around here. That's perfectly normal.
Well, since you never wanted the dog to begin with.
For God's sake.
Well, if I hadn't bought the
Or
dog,
if I hadn't run inside to get the phone, or if I had latched the gate.
I left the gate unlatched.
I didn't check it! I'm not playing this game again, Howie. It was no one's fault.
Not even the dogs.
I know that.
Dogs chase squirrels, boys chase dogs!
Are you telling me or yourself?
He loved that dog,
Of course he did.
and you got rid of him!
Right. Like I got rid of the tape. I get it.
Talking about the tape. It's not just the tape, back up! It's Taz! And it's the clothes! And it's the painting! And it's everything! You have to stop erasing him! You have to stop it! You have to stop!
Do you really not know me, Howie? Do you really not know how utterly impossible that would be? To erase him? No matter how many things I give away to charity or how many art projects I box up, do you really think I don't see him every second of every day? And okay, I'm trying to make things a little easier on myself by hiding some of the photos and putting away some of the clothes. But that does not mean I am trying to erase him. That tape was an accident, and believe me, I would beat myself up about it forever, like everything else I could have prevented, but didn't.
Stop talking about that. It's not what I want.
No? Because it feels like it is. It feels like I don't feel bad enough for you, or I'm not mourning enough for your taste, or mourning the right way, but let me just say, Howie, that I am mourning just as much as you are.
I know that.
And my grief is just as real and just as awful as yours. You're not in a better place than I am, you're just in a different place, and it sucks that we can't be there for each other right now, but that's just the way it is.
It's stuff. It's all we got left. That's all I'm saying. Every bit of it that you get rid of.
I understand. You don't want to let go. I understand, Howie.
Do you? Do you? This... Something's got to change here. So I can't do this like this. It's too hard. It's too hard. I want the dog back. Your mother's making him fat. I want the dog back.
Why don't we just wait?
I don't want to! What else do we have to lose? I miss the dog. I'm sorry. I miss him, and I want him back.
They were weird, huh? That last couple? The way they kept opening everything, cabinets, closets.
It's an open house.
Still, it was kind of nervy. I'd never do one of these things. Strangers strolling through, looking under my beds.
That's what you gotta do to sell a house.
Well, lucky for me, I'll never own a house then. What is this, pie?
It's torque.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
We're done.
15 minutes. Supposed to go till 4.
How many did you get anyway?
Not many. No serious fires. Maybe the German though. It's hard to tell.
Is that what he was? German? I couldn't place the accent. I thought maybe Irish.
Irish!
I couldn't tell.
We probably should get a broker. I think a lot of people are afraid of FISBOs.
Afraid of who?
FISBOs. For sale by owner. No commission. I was trying to avoid the middleman, but we probably need one. This is a wash, I think. I thought we had a bite with that one family. A little girl? Nothing, though. Maybe I priced too high, or they were just browsing, maybe.
You freaked them out, Howie.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
You should have cleaned out Danny's room. Made it look like an office, a guest room, or whatever.
Why?
Because everyone that went in there was like, oh, you have a son? How old is he? Did you think people wouldn't ask that?
I didn't think about it. I thought it'd be good to see there's a nice room for a kid.
But common sense, Howie. You've got those robot sheets on the bed. The conversation's gonna come up. And so then they ask, and then you tell them, and then there's this weirdness in the air.
Only 2 people asked, that's all.
Well, you ooped them out. If you had a kid, would you want to move into a house where a boy just died? People believe in that stuff. House karma, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, they're stupid then.
Yeah, they are, but if you want to sell your house, you got to take that into consideration. I can't believe I'm giving you business advice.
Is that what this is?
I'm just saying, sometimes you got to sort out what is and isn't appropriate to say to people.
And it isn't appropriate to talk about my son.
You're not pulling me into that conversation. You want to tell total strangers all about Danny and how he died? It's none of my business. God knows it's something you enjoy doing, so you go ahead. But don't be surprised if nobody wants to buy your house. Good God. That guy's got to stop baking. I'm ginormous. Someone coming?
No. He's just mad he's still tied up.
So, hey, let me ask you something.
All right.
Why is Becca so mad at me? Is it just because I'm pregnant, or
Becca's not mad at you.
then why does she act so pissed at me sometimes?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask her.
I can't,
Why not?
because that'll only make her more pissed.
Yeah, probably, but...
Is it because she blames me? A little bit, maybe?
Oh my God, Izzy.
Because if I hadn't called to bitch about Mom, it wouldn't have left Danny
10
to run
months later and you're asking me this?
Well, I don't know.
No, Izzy. No. Nobody blames you.
So it's the baby then. The fact that I'm having a baby.
Honestly, I don't think Becca's mood has anything to do with you.
She thinks I can't do it, right? I'm not cut out to be a good mother.
She doesn't think that.
I know I've been a fuck-up, but people get their shit together.
Of course they do.
And I know I'm not as organized as Beck or as homey or whatever.
Nobody's comparing you.
Really? Because that'd be a first.
Everyone is excited about the baby but you have to understand. There's other stuff going on around here.
I'm not talking about the other stuff. I'm talking about me being a capable person who can raise a child and protect it and look after it. I resent the feelings I get from her. And you too sometimes, honestly, that I don't deserve the baby or that I'm not smart enough or mature enough to have it. I mean, my God, if my mother could do it, how hard could it be?
You'd be surprised.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I just want to feel like you guys have some faith in me because I'm up to it.
Great, I hope you are.
Oh, you hope? Thanks, Howie.
I don't know where you want this conversation to go, and I really don't know why you're having it with me. Ah, fuck it. Nobody's coming.
Are you mad?
No.
You seem mad.
I'm just getting a beer. You want one?
No, I don't want a beer. God. Can I ask you something else?
What, do you got a list? Things to ask Howie when he's cornered.
No, not a list.
What is it?
You're not gonna like it.
Well, then even better.
Do you remember my friend Rima?
This is the question.
No, this is the prologue. You know how some books have prologues?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Well, that's Rima. You remember her?
Not really.
I brought her that barbecue like 2 years ago. Curly hair, kind of chubby.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, Rima works at Calderon's in New Rochelle. You know that restaurant?
Yeah.
Well, Rima, even though you don't remember her, remembers you pretty well. She said she waited on you a couple of weeks ago.
What, did I sniff her on the tip? 'Cause obviously,
She
if I-
said you were with a woman.
I was with another parent from the support group 2 weeks ago, right? We grabbed a bite after the meeting. Had Rima identified herself, I would have introduced her.
Her husband doesn't attend the meeting?
Is this still part of the prologue?
Rima said you were holding hands. Why were you holding hands?
And Rima is what exactly? Your spy?
No, she's a waitress. She was just at work. You were the one sneaking around.
All right, now I'm mad.
I told you you weren't going to like it.
That woman is a friend of mine. whose daughter died of leukemia 6 months ago. Jesus, Izzy, what are you trying to do?
I'm just asking you a question. You don't have to get all defensive.
Just because I'm holding someone?
I know you and Becca are having troubles.
What are you talking about?
But I'd like to think, if things got to a point where they were unsavable around here, that you'd be man enough to fish or cut bait.
Who said we're having trouble?
And not make things worse than they already are by fucking around behind Becca's back.
You're way off base, Izzy.
And I know there's other stuff going on around here, but that doesn't excuse
This
it.
is so beyond ridiculous. I don't even know how to respond to you.
I don't need you to respond. I just wanted to ask the question and say what I had to say. You can do whatever you want about it.
About what? I am not having an affair.
Okay.
I was comforting a friend.
Good. Glad to hear it.
And I don't know where this Rima person gets off making all these offensive assumptions about me.
She'll be happy to hear it was just a misunderstanding.
And I mean, my God, after your whole spiel about us not having any faith in you, what do you think of me?
I'm sorry. It's my sister. I had to ask.
Yeah. Well, you've asked.
Indeed, I have.
Jesus. I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see this Rima again, I'm going to tell her what I think of her talking shit about me.
Good. She'll like that. I'm gonna go get some juice.
And for the record, I hope I did stiff her on the tip.
For the record, you did.
Well, luckily, she had read about it in the papers.
Of course she did.
So when I explained it, she realized who you were.
You should have gotten her number. We could have had her over for cocktails.
Hey, they're back.
I was just trying to help.
Well, I don't need you chasing after me, cleaning up my messes.
What happened?
Or apologizing for me.
That's not what I was doing.
Did something happen?
About the olive loaf?
No, I shut my phone off.
I had to do something, Becca.
Because you kept calling me.
I didn't
But
do
it's
something. She
an
would have
olive
called the cops there.
Cops where?
She would not have called the cops.
But you don't know that.
Someone was gonna call the cops?
What happened?
Nothing.
We had a little scene. That's all. You let me do this.
So how do we do here? It looks a little light, doesn't it?
What kind of scene? What scene did you have?
The supermarket.
You and Mom?
No, I was not involved.
It's so stupid.
What happened?
You see, this is why I hate shopping. Everything in there is like, oh look, Fruit Loops. Danny liked Fruit Loops. Hey, string cheese. Danny hated string cheese. Everything. How you've got to do some of the shopping. I'm sick of saying it.
Becca got a little upset.
About what?
There was a boy there.
It reminded you of Danny.
No. Maybe a little, but not really no.
He had red hair.
What happened was we were in the same aisle as this kid, and he really wanted these roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups, but his mother was being a hard-ass about it, saying she wasn't going to buy them for him.
And it wasn't because she couldn't afford it. You could tell she had money.
But the kid was getting whiny about it, which makes sense because he's 5 years old and he really wants these roll-ups. But the mother wouldn't give in. In fact, she ignores him completely, just turns her face away and pretends he's not there. Just goes about her shopping as if that's going to shut him up or teach him a lesson or something. Case closed sort of thing. But that only gets him more upset, and so that pissed me off for some reason.
What did?
The way she was ignoring him instead of trying to explain why he couldn't have them.
So she walked over to her.
What? Why?
I don't know, I just did.
What'd you say?
I said it's only $3 when you just get him the fucking roll-up.
Oh my God.
She looked a little miffed, but she smiled. I don't know why, and she explained to me that she didn't want her son eating candy, and so I said it wasn't actually candy. Fruit roll-ups are relatively healthy, and in fact, they're made with real fruit, and why not get him a treat? So she told me to mind my own business, and then she tried to move her cart around me, but she ran over my foot by accident. So I smacked her.
What?
I smacked her.
She did. She smacked him. I couldn't believe it. Real hard, too.
Becca.
I know. It was awful, and then the boy started crying. I felt terrible, but she pissed me off.
You hit a woman?
Izzy, don't.
I'm just saying. Less houses.
She was ignoring him.
She was ignoring him. It was pretty bitchy.
I just wanted to shake her. Look at him. Don't pretend he isn't there. But I didn't. I just stood there kind of startled, and she was kind of startled, and then Mom came over and told me to go out to the car, which I did not need her to do.
I just explained it to her. That's all I did. She was mad at first, but I explained it, and she understood.
No, she didn't.
Well, after I talked with her, I'm saying.
Still, she didn't understand. I'm sure you just made it seem like I was a crazy person. Some unstable lunatic.
Well, you did slap her,
She's
Becca.
lucky, that's all I did. Not like it helped. Not like she'll suddenly realize, I mean, it was a fruit roll-up. Just let him have it. Am I wrong?
No, I would have smacked her too.
Yeah, obviously. I was doing so well, wasn't I, Howie? I had a few good days in a row.
You can come shopping with me anytime, Beck. I'm gonna get my kid whatever he wants, candy, whatever.
That wasn't my point, Izzy.
No, I know. You're saying be with him. She blocked him out instead of appreciating him or whatever. I totally get it. And if you ever see me doing what she did, smack me too, okay? Okay. Maybe you taught that lady something.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey, Mom, do you have any Bosco?
Right here.
Well, good. Let's crack that bad boy open.
What?
Nothing.
Have I shocked you?
No. Not shocked, no.
Well, you look shocked.
Why?
Or something. Don't quiet him down, would you, Howie?
Hello. Hi. I saw the sign outside. The open house sign, and the door was open.
You're looking to buy a house?
Howie!
What? He said he saw the sign.
I just wanted to say hey.
Ted, shut up!
You know who I am, right?
Yeah, we know.
So since the sign was out there, I thought it'd be right if I just popped my head in. I've been wanting to say hello for a while, and I
Well,
thought...
now's not really a good time.
Oh, okay.
You've got family visiting.
Right. I just wanted to say hey. I didn't want to bother you, just say hello in person. But maybe another time then.
Yeah, it's just we've got relatives here.
Right. You said. Hi.
Hello.
Another time then?
Yeah, we're around, so you know you can just...
Becca.
I could come by any afternoon. If there's a day you're free or...
Well, the problem is we're trying to sell the house. It takes up big blocks of our time.
It wouldn't take long. I just want to sit down with you.
Still.
I'd really like to arrange something if that's
And I just told you now's not a good time.
No, I know. But I wasn't really talking about right now.
Great. So why don't you take off then? And if we can arrange something in the future, we'll do that.
Okay. I wrote down my number. So if you free up at all?
Can I just say something to you?
Oh,
An open house sign doesn't mean we're holding walking tours in here.
I know
You
that.
can't just pop in because the door's open. We're conducting business.
That's why I waited until the couple left. I thought things were finished here.
Well, they're not.
I apologize.
We live here, okay? This is our home.
All right.
You don't just walk into someone's home like that, especially given the circumstances. You should show a little fucking respect!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted. Sorry.
You believe that? The balls on that kid walking in here.
I'm gonna take this in the laundry room.
What, was he out there hiding behind a tree or something? No wonder why Taz was barking.
Or maybe he was barking because he's hungry. Did you remember to feed him?
No, I got caught up with
No. Of course not. You wanted that dog so badly, and yet you can never remember to feed him.
I'll do it.
It's nice to know things are getting back to normal around here.
That's the last thing she needed. That kid coming in here.
She seemed fine with it. You were the one that got upset.
I'm not the one slapping people.
I don't know, you came pretty close just there. So, I'm free next week if you want to try this again. Another open house.
Maybe. We'll see.
You should really try to fix that room up a little. Or if he does some renovation stuff on the side, I could ask him.
I don't know.
He does good work. He put up my brother's drywall.
I think we got it covered.
Still, you should really try to fix things up a little. The room, I mean.
I know what you meant.
Keep it toss.
Toss.
This too?
Yeah. Remember this one?
That was your book.
I know.
Monkey?
Keep, I guess.
Howie doesn't mind this.
It was his idea after that open house. Seems his grief goes out the window when it comes to maximizing profits. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I'm just being mean. Besides, it's not like we're getting rid of everything. Don't do that. Quick and clean like a Band-Aid, otherwise we will never get through this. Did Izzy tell you I'm taking a continuing ed class? We're reading Bleak House. Isn't that hilarious? You handed out the syllabus and I just laughed. Bleak House. Of course, no one knew what I was laughing at, which was great. It's in Bronxville, so no one knows me there. I'm normal. That's what I like best about it. I don't get the face every time someone looks at me.
What face?
You know. Oh, hi. How you doing? Hanging in there? I hate it. And you know what's nice is these ladies, they don't even talk about their kids or their husbands or any of it. I think they're just so happy to be away from all that. It's probably the last thing they want to talk about because I'm sure most of them are bored housewives, right?
I don't know, I've never met these people.
Well, that's who takes Westchester continuing ed classes, isn't it?
I guess.
Sure. And they're just so happy to be talking about Dickens instead of what's for dinner. It's like they're in college again. Anyway, that's what I like best about it. I don't get the face every time someone looks at me. I like that I'm just a lady taking a class, and then next week we start reading Madame Bovary. That ought to get the old girls going, huh?
I don't know that book.
No, I know, but
Oh my god, I don't even know, what is this thing? How do I turn that thing off? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, that is annoying.
Izzy gave him this. Only people without children give these kinds of gifts, or people who are trying to punish parents. You know what? I should say this for Debbie. Her kids would like this. That'd show her.
Still haven't heard from her?
No. Now I played squash with Rick, but... And the kids are doing well. Do you remember Emily?
Of course.
She's getting really big now.
I thought you hadn't seen them.
No, but I passed by Danny's daycare last week and I saw them all playing in the yard. What? I walked by. It's on my way to the post office.
Yeah. Anyway, that's too bad about Debbie. But that can happen. Friends disappear. Oh, I remember when your brother died. I'm sorry. What about this?
No, it's busted.
You know, the thing about death
Yeah.
can be just as bad the other way sometimes. Oh, do you remember Maureen Bailey?
Sure.
Well, I could not get rid of her after your brother passed away.
I remember.
Always at the house, always checking in on me, eating up all the cinnamon buns your Uncle Jimmy brought me. I never had a moment to myself. And of course, it was nice, I guess, but it just didn't feel like it was about me. It was like she had nothing else to do. Like, consoling me became her hobby, something to fill up her day. And finally, in the middle of coffee one afternoon, I said to her, Maureen, why are you here all the time?
What did she say?
She said, I want to be there for you, Nat. I want to share in your grief. And I said, yeah? Well, it isn't working. I seem to have it all to myself still. You point your fat ass in that chair every freaking
You
day.
did not say that to her.
I did. And suck up all my coffee, and I don't see you leaving here with any of that grief you're allegedly sharing with me. In fact, the only thing you do take out of here are my cinnamon buns. So I never saw her again, obviously. Which was too bad, because she was the only one willing to talk about Arthur.
You say his name.
Can I? I don't know your rules, Becca. I don't want to get scolded.
You can talk about Arthur. I just don't like the comparison. You know, it's not like the Arthur stuff didn't... He was my brother. So obviously it was a really hard time for all of us.
I know.
It's just that it was a long time ago, and it was very different for me.
Of course it is.
Okay then.
What's this?
Oh, it's a story that boy wrote.
What is it, an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing? Or?
No, it's more science fiction.
Oh. It's dedicated to Danny.
Yeah, he asked if he could do that.
It's about Danny, or?
No, not at all. It's about a scientist.
Oh.
Or the son of a scientist, actually. The father discovers this warren of... It's like a network of holes to other galaxies, I guess. But he dies, and so the son goes into these holes trying to find him. Or not him, but another version of him, I guess.
Oh, it doesn't sound very good.
That's okay. He's young.
Keep it?
Yeah, I'll just put it in the box. I'm thinking about seeing him, actually.
Oh.
Jason Millette.
Why?
I don't know, I just want to.
What about Howie?
He's not really into it.
Well, I thought it was weird the way he walked in like that the other day. Creepy. You don't think it was creepy?
Not really.
I think it was creepy. You should ask Howie what he thinks.
I don't have to ask Howard what he thinks. Frankly, I don't really care.
Well, I'm just saying.
Hey,
How's it going?
fine.
I thought we could put the brown blanket in here.
Okay.
And maybe hang the Ansel Adams prints that are in the basement.
Sounds like a plan.
Making progress, I see.
Yep.
I'm going to take Taz for a walk. Do you need anything while I'm out?
I don't think so.
All right. Thanks for helping out, Nat.
Sure. I hate that blanket. I'm gonna use the blue one. It's neutral enough.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about this morning?
What?
Do you remember that gourmet basket you and Howie got me for Mother's Day last year? The one with the biscotti and the fancy biscuits? And I put out the chocolates when you guys came over for dinner and Danny ate the entire bowl when no one was looking?
Yep.
And then Howie was like, where are all the chocolates going? I said, Danny ate them. Leave them alone. Kids like candy. And he said, but those were chocolate-covered espresso beans. Remember that?
I do.
By then, Danny had eaten the entire bowl, so he was, you know, really, really wild. Running around in circles and climbing up the walls and putting things on his head. And it was up until like 3 a.m. Remember that?
Only too well.
Huh. I didn't know what the damn things were. I just thought they were candy. He gave me all these fancy baskets with this crazy stuff in them. Chocolate-covered espresso beans. Tell that story to everyone. People get a kick out of it.
Mom, does it ever go away?
What?
This feeling. Does it ever go away?
No. I don't think it does. Not for me it hasn't, and that's going on 11 years. It changes, though.
How?
I don't know. The weight of it, I guess. At some point, it becomes bearable. It turns into something you can crawl out from under and carry around like a brick in your pocket. You forget about it every once in a while. But then you look in for whatever reason, and there it is. Oh, right. That. Which can be awful. But not all the time. And sometimes it's kind of, not that you like it exactly, but it's what you have instead of your son. So you don't want to let go of it either. So you carry it around. and it doesn't go away. Which is
What?
fine, actually.
I made some lemon squares.
Thank you.
Can I get you milk or something? I don't have any soda unless you want seltzer.
I'm fine.
You're gonna need something to wash it down with, though. You don't drink coffee, do you?
Sometimes.
You want coffee?
No, really, I'm okay.
All right, well, let me know if you change your mind.
It's good.
Thank you.
Still warm. So you're moving?
We're thinking about it. If we could find a buyer,
Where are you moving to?
we're still looking.
Far away?
Probably not, no. My husband works in the city, so we can't go that far.
What does he do?
He works at Prime Brokerage, risk management.
Right.
He takes the train in, so we don't want to go too far.
It's a nice house. I hope you find one as nice as this.
We'll probably go smaller. This is too big. I'm sorry Howie couldn't be here.
That's okay.
He's...
Not ready.
I was gonna say working, but yeah, that too.
He seemed mad the other day.
No, he was just surprised that you dropped by.
Okay.
You just scared him a little bit.
He didn't seem scared.
Yeah, well, maybe that isn't the right word, but Howie's not mad. What happened was an accident, and Howie knows that. You know that too, right? I swear that bark goes right through me. We better move somewhere without squirrels.
You should have his vocal cords stopped.
What?
That's what some people do. If their dogs won't stop barking.
Huh? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, because some dogs just never shut up. So that's what they do. Otherwise, the alternative is give them away or put them to sleep, I guess. You should look it up online. I bet there's all sorts of information if you're interested.
No, Howie would never allow that. He loves that dog too much. Do you have any pets?
No.
Well, that's lucky.
Yeah?
Unless you want a pet. Do you want a pet? Because I have one you could borrow. Just kidding.
We read that book?
Bleak House?
Yeah, in English class.
Did you like it?
No, it was too long.
I know, I barely got through it.
I like David Copperfield, though.
Also very long.
Yeah, but it didn't feel as long.
No, you're right.
So, I don't see any pictures anywhere.
Of Danny?
Yeah.
We put most of them away because of the open house. Would you like to see pictures of Danny?
No, no. That's...
Okay.
I like the one of him in the Arcolo at the beach.
That's at Amport Bay.
I used to have a shirt just like it. The one in the picture? I might have been going a little too fast that day. I'm not sure, but I might have been, so that's something I want you to know. It's a 30 zone, and I might have been going 33 or 32. I'd usually look down to check, and if I was going over, then I'd slow down, obviously. I don't remember checking on your block. And then the dog came out real quick, and I swerved to avoid him not knowing, obviously. So it's something I thought you should know. I might have been going a little too fast. I can't be positive either way, though.
I'm gonna get you some milk. You don't have to drink it if you don't want it.
Okay.
So, you're a senior?
Yeah,
Where are you headed in the fall?
Connecticut College. They have a good writing program.
Well, that's nice. And not too far from home, your parents must be happy about that.
It's just my mom, but yeah, she's already started picking out sheet sets for the dorm room.
Huh?
She said she's going to apply to the graduate program so she can keep an eye on me. She's just joking, though.
Right.
She's not really looking forward to it, since I'm the only one at home. But I told her I'd come home on the weekends when I could.
Well, that'll be nice. There you go.
Thank you.
So, you graduate when?
Thursday. Matt Lauer's going to speak. His niece is in my class.
Oh, that's great. I like Matt Lauer.
Yeah, so does my mom.
So, you must have a prom coming up then.
Last Saturday, actually.
And you went?
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend or?
No. I mean, I did, but we broke up a while ago. So I went with this girl, Carly, who's just a friend. And this other girl, Tina, went with this guy, Jake, whose dad owns this old-fashioned Rolls Royce. He takes the car shows and stuff. We went together in that.
Well, that sounds like it must have been fun.
Yeah, it was a tight squeeze, though, because nobody wanted to sit up front, but it was good. We had champagne in the back. Not to get drunk or anything, just to celebrate. But Carly's really skinny, and got a little tipsy, even though she barely had like one glass of champagne. Kept telling the driver to put the top down so she could stand up in the back and act crazy. The car wasn't even a convertible, so we pretty much made fun of her the whole night for that. That part was pretty funny.
I'm sorry.
No. That was stupid of me.
I asked.
Still, I shouldn't have. Should I go?
No. I'm fine. So you had fun then? The prom?
It was alright.
Well, it sounds like it was fun. I like that story you sent, by the way. I'm sorry we never thanked you for it.
That's okay.
We appreciated it.
Thank you.
So, the scientist that the sun is
Yeah.
looking for, is that your dad?
No.
I mean, it's based on him though, right?
No, my dad was an English teacher.
Okay. I was just curious about that part. He is dead though, right?
It's just a story.
Right, I'm sorry. It's none of my business. I was just...
Reading into it?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I liked it very much. It reminded me of Orpheus and Eurydice. Do you know that Greek myth?
No.
Well, Eurydice dies and Orpheus misses her so much that he travels to Hades to retrieve her, but in the end it doesn't work out.
I should read it.
Yeah, they're similar, but instead of Hades, you have the rabbit holes, and parallel universes. I really like that part. It's very interesting.
Thank you.
Is that something that you believe in?
Parallel universes?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, if space is infinite, which is what most scientists think, then yeah, there have to be parallel universes.
There have to be.
Yeah, because infinite space means it goes on forever and ever. So there's a never-ending stream of possibilities.
Okay.
So even the most unlikely events have to take place somewhere, including other universes with versions of us leading completely different lives, or maybe the same lives with a couple things change.
And do you think that's plausible?
Not just plausible, probable, if you agree with the most basic laws of science.
So, somewhere out there, there's a version of me, what, making pancakes?
Sure,
Or at a water park?
whatever, yeah, both. If space is infinite, then there are tons of yous out there and tons of me's.
So, this is just the sad version of us.
I guess.
But there are other versions in which everything goes our way.
Right.
And these versions exist. They're not hypothetical, they're actual, real people.
Assuming you believe in science.
Well, it's a nice thought. But somewhere out there, I'm having a good time.
So, could you tell your husband for me? That I might have been going a little too fast? I know he's still mad, but...
He's not mad. Nobody is mad.
Okay. Could you tell him that?
Sure.
I remember the runaway bunny being so weird. The mother's like a stalker.
Oh, come on. She is not a stalker.
Well, of course you don't think so, but look, she turns into wind and shit, a mountain climber. Poor kid needs to get himself a restraining order. Hey, I remember this. She said I could have it.
Oh, yes, that one she especially wants you to have.
Here, I typed it all out for you. I put lime zest in the filling, but you can also use orange zest or even a little grapefruit or lemon, obviously.
Jesus, Beck, this looks hard. It's like 3 pages long.
It's not, I promise. I put everything down.
I hope the oven works. I don't think Augie's ever used it. I think he keeps his dishes in there.
If you run into trouble, you can call me.
Me, baking. Augie's gonna be shocked.
Yeah, well, anyone in their right mind would be.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Howie. Hello.
Hey, guys.
You're home.
Yeah,
I thought you had group.
I decided to skip it.
Mom, we should get going if you want to get to bingo.
Why, what time is it?
We gotta go. Augie wants me to register for Lamaze so I can learn how to shove a baby out of my body. Thanks for the stuff.
You're welcome.
Bye, Howie.
Bye, guys.
Bye, sweetie. You know, bingo is just at St. Catherine's. What is the bum's rush for?
Can we talk about this in the car, please?
I didn't even get a lemon square.
Alan brought in his zucchini bread again today. Maybe take what was left and wants you to try it.
That was nice of him. You'll have to thank him for me. We had paillards in there if you're hungry.
Oh no, Alan kept pushing that bread on me all day.
Okay.
So, how'd it go with the kid?
Fine. It was totally fine.
What did he want?
Just to talk a little, introduce himself, I guess.
Did you let him off the hook?
What do you mean?
Well, he seemed pretty intent sitting down with us. I assumed he wanted to be absolved or something. Is that what he wanted?
Not in so many words, no.
Did you tell him we didn't blame him?
We don't blame
I
him.
know. Did you let him know that?
I guess so.
Good. So I don't have to meet him then, do I?
Not if you don't want to, no.
Okay.
Why aren't you at group?
I just decided to skip it tonight. Wasn't up to it.
How come?
I think I might be done with the group. I don't think I'm gonna go back.
Why? What happened?
Nothing. It just doesn't seem helpful to me anymore. I want to try it on my own for a while. Not on my own, obviously. But without the group. Does that sound okay?
Sure. If you're not getting anything out of it, then why go?
Exactly.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just tired and full of zucchini bread.
All right. I'll have a piece. It's good.
Yeah, it's great.
So, Rick and Debbie invited us for a cookout this weekend.
Really?
Sunday, they said, are you free?
Yeah. You talked to Rick.
Nope. Debbie.
You talked to Debbie.
Yeah, I called her.
Wow. She must have been surprised.
She was.
And how was that?
Oh, you know. She cried mostly and then apologized about 60 times and then cried some more.
Sounds great.
It was okay. She said she kept meaning to call, but she felt freaked out about everything, so she kept putting it off. And then before she knew it, months had gone by, and then she really couldn't call because she felt like an asshole and assumed I hated her. So it just seemed easier to not pick up the phone.
And that was good enough for you?
Probably. I don't know. We'll see how the barbecue goes.
Are the kids gonna be there?
Of course.
That'll be hard.
Yeah, but it'll be good to see them. We should get something for Emily. We missed her birthday last week. She turned 4.
Right. Okay. Danny's is coming up.
I know.
That is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah. It's good.
I'll tell Alan you liked it. He's so quiet.
That's because I slipped past a couple Ambien.
You're funny.
You think I'm joking? Do you think we should reconsider selling the house?
If no one bids, we might have to.
There are worse things, I guess.
Yeah,
It's a nice house.
I know.
So, what are we gonna do?
About what?
I don't know. Pick something.
Well, we can go down to Village Toys tomorrow. Pick up Candyland for Emily. That's probably something she'd like.
Okay. Candyland. Then what?
Then we wrap it. And on Sunday we go to the cookout. Give her the gift. We talk to Rick and Debbie. To make them feel comfortable, I'll ask the kids a bunch of questions about what they've been up to. Pretend like we're really interested. And we'll wait Rick and or Debbie bring up Danny while the kids are playing in the rec room. Maybe that goes on for a while. After that, come home.
Then what?
I don't know. Something though. We'll figure it out.
Lily?
I think so. I think we will.